Welcome to Calhoun Warhawks basketball on the Play Action Sports Network. We'll be back with a pregame show after this.
This is John. Hello. Katie.
Hi.
And Ted.
Howdy.
Ted's a welder. Katie's a dental hygienist. And John's an IT technician.
IT, this is John.
They all have two things in common. They're making good money, and they all have 2-year degrees or certificates from Calhoun Community College. We prepare our students to go straight to work or transfer to a 4-year university. And with more than 100 career options to choose from, Calhoun has a path that's focused on your success.
What's for dinner?
We literally just ate.
So you can support your family.
We're all packed. Let's go.
You can take that trip. Or give your dog the expensive food he loves oh so much. Who's a good boy? Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. So what are you waiting for? We have classes in Decatur, Huntsville, or everywhere online. Choose Calhoun Community College. Your community, your college, your future. Register now.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Are pests invading your home or business? Mosquitoes embedded on your property? Maybe excessive crawl space moisture has attracted unwanted visitors? Then call Red Hawk Pest Control, offering residential and commercial pest control, mosquito and brown recluse management, stinging insect control, foundation vents, and many other services to North Alabama and Southern Tennessee. Red Hawk aims to be more than just a service provider. They want to build a long-term relationship with each customer. Call Red Hawk Pest Control at 256-975-8817. Visit them on Facebook or online at redhawkpestcontrol.com. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Welcome back to UAH, as the Calhoun women have again moved on to the semifinals of the Alabama Community College Conference Division I tournament for the third consecutive year. Coach Candace Bird's Lady Warhawks defeated Coastal Alabama South 65-55 in Thursday's quarterfinals behind Victoria Piles' 23 points, 15 coming from behind the three-point line. Jemiah Griffin had 12, followed by Jemiah Glover with 10, Farrah Buckner and Jasmine Irvin with 6 apiece, and Gabby Stigger with 5. Today they take on number 2 seed Wallace State in an attempt to break their string of semifinal stalls. Calhoun lost both times in their regular season meetings, 66-37 in January on the road, in which leading scorer Griffin was held to only 4 points, 11.9 under her current average, and no one made it into double figures. A much closer 55-47 score came at home about a month ago, as the Lady Lions' leading scorer, Callie Tinker, only scored 6, 8.7 under her current average. They are led by Nyla Fuller's 8.2 rebounds per game, which is second in the division. Wallace State as a team averages 72.5 points per game, second overall and in the conference, while allowing 44.8 points a game, which is first overall and in the conference. They're also first in three-pointers made, attempted, and percentage. Calhoun comes into the game scoring an average of 67.5 points per game and giving up 59.9. We mentioned Jemiah Griffin's 15.9 points per game. That puts her at second in the conference, just over Wallace State's Tinker. Rebounding is paced by the other Jemiah Glover, with 6.8 boards per game. We'll be back with starting lineups as Calhoun basketball continues on PAS+.
When it comes to the Wi-Fi in your home, are you in control? Manage your Wi-Fi with the ATC Control app. ATC can help you get the best Wi-Fi experience. Prioritize your laptop while you work from home, or prioritize your streaming devices to enjoy your favorite shows. Ready for a better Wi-Fi experience? Visit ATC's website at www.ardmore.net to download the free ATC Control app today. Certain equipment and/or services may be required. ATC is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Remember the days when you had that one mechanic you could count on time after time? At Madison Automotive, they believe that the key is building lasting relationships with their customers. Their experienced and certified technicians are passionate about providing high-quality services with honest communication and attention to detail. From routine maintenance to major repairs, Madison Automotive uses top-quality parts and state-of-the-art equipment to ensure your car receives the best care possible. Located at 9075 Madison Boulevard, call 256-772-0760. Madison Automotive.
If you'd like to download a copy of this game or hear it again on demand, go to pasnetwork.net. You can find this game and previous games under the Archives tab. You can also subscribe to the Play Action Sports podcast and listen to it on your favorite platform like iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify, or ask Alexa or Google to open the Play Action Sports podcast, keeping you up to date on Athens and Limestone County sports. Play Action Sports. Welcome to Calhoun basketball. We are in the semifinal game between your Calhoun Lady Warhawks and the Wallace State Lady Lions. We will be turning things over to the PA announcer for starting lineups and the national anthem, so let's do that right now.
At this time, we do ask that you please rise if able. Gentlemen, kindly remove your caps as we honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your team. First, your reserves for the Warhawks of Calhoun Community College. Number 2, Jayla Turner. Number 3, Aisha Jackson. Number 4, Victoria Kyle. Number 10, Vera Buckner. Number 11, Emma Thomas. Number 14, Alexandria Jackson. Number 24, Caitlin Cooper. Number 32, Zoe Gray Martin. Number 42, Jalisha Harris. And number 44, Jasmine Urban. Let's meet your reserves for Wallace State. Number 4, Carrie McCoy. Number 5, Emma Stern. Number 10, Ella Cole. Number 23, Jayden Tony. And number 35, Heather Tetro. meet your starting lineups. First, for the Warhawks of Calhoun Community College. A 5'10" freshman from Harvest, Alabama, number 0, Jeremiah Griffin. A 5'5" sophomore from Tuscumbia, Alabama, number 1, Wallace. A 5'5" sophomore from Calhoun, Alabama, number 5, Hannah Davis. A 5'5" freshman from Huntsville, Alabama, number 21, Gabriel Steger. And a 6'2" freshman from Amityville, Alabama, number 23, Jeremiah Glover. The Warhawks are led by assistant coaches Rob Bird and Christian Bolden. Your head coach, Candace Bird. Let's meet your starting lineups for the Lions of Wallace State. A 5'4" sophomore from Pisgah, Alabama, number 0, Callie Tinker. A 5'7" freshman from Birmingham, Alabama, number 1, Cameron Sanders. A 5'7" freshman from Jasper, Alabama, number 2, Acacia Mercer. A 6' freshman from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, number 11, Sanaya Gibson. And a 5'8" sophomore from Harvest, Alabama, number 24, Nyla. The Lions are led by assistant coach Tony West. Your head coach, Joseph Simmons.
All right, once again, those starters for each team. For the Calhoun Lady Warhawks, coached by Candace Bird. Number 0, Jemiah Griffin. Number 1, Kiara Ricks. Number 5, Hannah Davis. Number 21, Gabby Stigger, and number 23, Jemiah Glover. For Wallace State, number 0, Callie Tinker. Number 1, Cameron Sanders. Number 2, Adasia Mercer. Number 11, Sanaya Gibson. And number 24, Nyla Fuller. They're coached by Joseph Simmons. Getting ready to tip things off here. We would like to say congratulations to one of the men's players, Carson Muse. He was named to ACCC Division I second team yesterday. Last night they announced the Coach of the Year and the Player of the Year, both from Bishop State, who, by the way, won a close game with the men, 64-66, and so congratulations on a good season for the Calhoun men. And the winner of this game will play Lawson State or Shelton State, and that game will take place after this one. So I think we've got everything all worked out amongst the referees. Jemiah Glover will be tipping off against Sanaya Gibson. Calhoun in the black. Wallace State in the white. And Calhoun controls the tip. Gabby Stigger over to Farrah Buckner. Buckner will drive the baseline, get it back to Stigger on the other side. She will drive. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound, Nyla Fuller for Wallace State. She is their leading rebounder. She gets it to Adasia Mercer out front. Over to Sanders. Sanders drives to the corner to Mercer. Mercer's three-pointer is no good. Rebound Fuller. Fuller gets it back out to Mercer up top. Mercer will direct traffic here. Trying to get it to someone, and she does. Fuller gets it up top, over into the corner to Sanders. Her three-pointer is good. So Wallace State takes the first lead of the game, 3-0. Gabby Stigger up top, over to Ricks. Ricks gets it to Buckner, back out up top to Jemiah Glover at the free throw line. Her shot is no good. Mercer has it in the corner for Wallace State. Gets it into Fuller, or Gibson, who will drive. And her shot is no good. Farrah Buckner will bring it down for Calhoun. Directing traffic over to Gabby Stigger on the left to Jemiah Griffin in the corner. Back out to Ricks up top, over to Buckner. Down low to Griffin. Griffin spins. Her layup is no good. Rebound Wallace State. Mercer brings it down for the Lady Lions. Over to Sanders. Sanders to Tinker. To Mercer, who brings it around. Stolen by Ricks. Ricks will drive it down. Her layup is blocked. Goes out of bounds on Wallace State. Farrah Buckner.
Second in for Calhoun, number 4. Victoria Powell. Replacing number 10, Farrah Buckner.
Victoria Piles comes in for Buckner. Pass over to Piles. Goes through her hands and out of bounds. So evidently there was a mistake by the announcer on the starters for Calhoun. It was Farrah Buckner instead of Hannah Davis. That would have been Hannah's probably first start of the year, if that had been true. Wallace State has it out front. Sanders drives, spin move, out to Fuller. Fuller's shot is up, no good. Run down by Gabby Stigger. Slides on her knees to get that ball. She will bring it down and gets it across the timeline. She gets it to Piles. Piles to Ricks over on the right wing. Back to Piles up top. And there is an illegal screen on Jemiah Glover. 6:54 left. And Farrah Buckner comes back in for Victoria Piles. Mercer brings it down for Wallace State. Over to Fuller. Fuller to Gibson. Down low to Fuller, and she is fouled on her layup. Jasmine Irvin will come in for Jemiah Glover.
Second personal, second team foul. At the line for Wallace State, number 24.
Nyla Fuller is shooting 2 for the Lady Lions. Her first shot is up and good. 4-0 in favor of Wallace State. Awaiting her second shot. And it's up and also good, 5-0 in favor of Wallace State. Gabby Stigger will advance the ball across the timeline for Calhoun. Over to Griffin. Griffin to Buckner. Buckner drives around the top of the key. Up from the free throw line, no good. And there's a foul on the rebound. Jemiah Griffin goes over the back and gets that foul called on her. Mercer over to Gibson at the free throw line. She will drive. Her layup is no good. Rebound, Jemiah Griffin. Griffin brings it down for Calhoun. Down the court to Buckner. Her layup is good, and she is fouled. She will go to the line to shoot one. That foul is on Sanaya Gibson of Wallace State.
At the line, shooting one for Calhoun, number 10, Barrett Buckner.
Barrett Buckner's first shot, only shot, is good. 5-3 now. Wallace State leads. Mercer brings it down for the Lady Lions. Across half court. Shouting out the play. Looking for movement. She gets it to Fuller. Fuller goes to the corner. Back out to Mercer. Mercer guarded by Gabby Steger. She tries to get it to the corner, and her pass goes out of bounds. 5:47 now. Buckner inbounds it to Steger for Calhoun. Gabby brings it up over to Griffin. Griffin thought about a three, then goes to Buckner in the corner, back up top to Steger. Steger waiting for movement to Griffin. Griffin's three is way off. Rebounded by Mercer, who races it down and then holds up the progress here. Ella Collum is in the game for Wallace State now. Mercer drives, backs it back out to Fuller. She drives, and her layup is good. 7-3 now with 5:05 left in this first quarter. Gabby Steger with the ball for Calhoun. Her pass is stolen by Fuller. She races down, and her layup is good. And Coach Candace Bird wants a timeout, and I don't blame her. So with 4:52 left in this first quarter, your score is Wallace State 9, Calhoun 3. You're listening to Calhoun Basketball on PAS Plus.
This is John.
Hello.
Katie.
Hi.
And Ted.
Howdy.
Ted's a welder. Katie's a dental hygienist. And John's an IT technician.
IT, this is John.
They all have two things in common. They're making good money, and they all have 2-year degrees or certificates from Calhoun Community College. We have classes in Decatur, Huntsville, or everywhere online. Choose Calhoun Community College. Your community, your college, your future. Register now.
Coming out of the timeout here, 4:52 left in this first quarter. Wallace State leads Calhoun 9-3 in this women's game, women's semifinal game. Again, the winner of this will play the winner of Lawson State and Shelton State. That game takes place immediately after this one, or shortly thereafter. Fair Buckner will inbound it for Calhoun. Victoria Piles waiting to come in, and she will not be able to substitute before we get action underway. Gabby Steger brings it down for Calhoun. Guarded by Mercer up top. Coach Bird wants some action by Gabby. She gets it to Jemiah Griffin. She's trying to work her way around. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Over to Steger. Steger. She's got to get a shot off. She finally does. It's no good. Rebound Wallace State. Sanders brings it down over to Collum. She takes the pass and then takes an extra step there. Gets called for the travel. Victoria Piles comes in for Jasmine Urban. Gabby Steger over to Griffin. Griffin to the corner to Piles. She got hot from the three-point line yesterday. Not so much yet. She gets her own rebound and puts it back up for two. So 9-5 off that basket by Victoria Piles. Sanders bringing it down for Wallace State. Gets it to Heather Tetro, who is in the game now. Over to Sanders. To Collum from three-point land. No good. Rebound, Kiara Ricks. There is a jump ball. And Wallace State will retain possession there. She was tied up with Tetro under the goal. All right, Sanders will inbound the ball for Wallace State under the goal. Gets it out to Fuller. Fuller over to Collum. Underneath, back to Fuller. She gets fouled on her layup. It is good. 11-5 now. That foul is on Kiara Ricks. That's her first one. Fuller goes to the line to shoot one shot for the Lady Lions. 3:32 left. That shot is up. No good. Collum runs it down, then loses it. And then there's a foul called on Farrah Buckner, who is also going for the ball. Jaden Toney will come in the game for Wallace State. She replaces Adacia Mercer. Collum will go to the line. Calhoun already up to 5 team fouls. Her first shot is up and no good. Second shot rattles in. 12-5 now with 3:30 left in the first quarter. Buckner will bring it down for Calhoun. Over to Stigger. Stigger looking for an opening there. Guarded by Collum. She gets it out to Buckner. Buckner will drive in. And there's a blocking foul called on Ella Collum for Wallace State. That's their second team foul. Jasmine Irvin will come in for Gabby Stigger here. Gibson will come back in the game for Wallace State. Pass goes out to Victoria Piles behind the three-point line into Irvin. Irvin gets a kind of weak pass out into the corner. It's knocked out of bounds by Wallace State. So we got kind of bailed out by that bad pass. Buckner in the corner. Inbounds to Piles. Over to Griffin. Griffin puts up a three. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound Tetro, who dribbles it off her leg. That goes out of bounds. Buckner will inbound the ball again for Calhoun. To Griffin, 2:55 left. She dribbles it to the left side. Drives, backs it back out, over to Buckner. Buckner, guarded by Mercer, into the corner to Piles. Piles will drive. Her layup is no good. Rebound Griffin. She's fouled on her putback. She will get 2 shots. That foul is on Nyla Fuller of Wallace State. That's her first foul. Jemiah Griffin, a 75% free throw shooter, makes her first shot. 12-6 now. Second shot is up, and it's good. Ella Collum will come in for Wallace State, replacing Nyla Fuller. Tetro inbounds the ball to Jaden Toney, who will bring it up for Wallace State. Guarded by Buckner, over to Tetro. Tetro gets cut off by Griffin. She gets the ball to Gibson. Gibson to Toney. Toney to Collum. She gets it to Gibson just past the free throw line. Loose ball goes to Calhoun. Jemiah Griffin. And Ella Collum tries to draw the charge and is unsuccessful. So Jemiah Griffin not to the line yet. That's their fourth team foul. Fuller comes in for Collum, and Farrah Buckner will inbound for Calhoun. Waiting for some help. Victoria Piles comes to the rescue, gets the inbound pass back to Buckner, who gets the ball down low to Jasmine Irvin. Gibson fouls Jasmine on the floor there. So that's going to be her second foul. Jasmine will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Jasmine's first shot, no good. Bounces, goes in and bounces out. Second shot here for Jasmine Irvin. 2:04 left in this first quarter. That one is also no good. Jasmine's a 54.8% free throw shooter. Tetro will bring it down for Wallace State, guarded by Buckner. Mercer shoots to the lane and gets the pass. Layup is no good. Goes out on Wallace State. Buckner into Jemiah Griffin for Calhoun. Over to Piles in the corner. She will drive. Can't get any progress here. Out front to Kiara Ricks. Over to Buckner. Buckner down low to Jasmine Irvin, and her layup is good. That's what worked for the Lady Warhawks late in the game yesterday. 12-9 now, 1:18 left in this first quarter. Tony trapped out front. Gets to Mercer, who comes to help her out up top. She's guarded by Ricks. Gets it to Tony. Tony drives. Her shot is blocked by Irvin, who goes down. Ball goes to Ricks, to Buckner, back to Ricks, into the corner to Griffin. Griffin to Piles. Her three-pointer is no good. That one bounces out of bounds, but thought maybe it was tipped by Wallace State, but it was not. So they will get the ball inbounds. Mercer will bring it down for the Lady Lions with 41 seconds left in this first quarter. Movement there over to Fuller. Fuller against Buckner. Fuller drives, and she's fouled by Buckner on her layup. Buckner kind of slapped at her. And that movement usually will draw a foul for you. That's Farrah's second foul. And Fuller is going to the line to shoot 2. For Wallace State. Her first shot is up. Bounces off the side. No good. 1 shot left. 29.3 seconds left in this first quarter. Fuller's second shot is also no good. Stigger gets the rebound. She gets it down to Griffin. Griffin, long 2, no good. Misses everything. Piles gets the rebound. Her layup is no good. And the ball is out of bounds on Calhoun. 16.7 seconds left. Mercer gets the inbound pass for Wallace State. Will bring it slowly across half court, guarded by Gabby Stigger. 7 seconds left. Fuller gets the ball in the lane. Can't get anything done. Back out to Mercer. Her jumper is just no good right at the buzzer. So, at the end of the first quarter, your score, Wallace State 12, Calhoun 9. You're listening to Calhoun Basketball on PAS Plus.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers, first to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations, first to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events, and most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together, that's what we strive for.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's Play Action sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clemens sports, and Applebee's tailgate talk via PAS Plus. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net. Enter your name for the Lawlers Fan of the Week at PASplus.net. We will announce the winner of a $20 gift card from Lawlers Barbecue at the end of this game. Victoria Piles has it out front for Calhoun. Over to Jemiah Griffin. Griffin over to Glover. Glover will take a three, and that one will not hit anything. It's saved by Victoria Piles into the hands of Wallace State. Fuller over to Sanders, out to Mercer, who will reset everything. Ella Collum down low to Sanders, who shoots under the goal to receive that pass, and her layup is good. 14-9 now in favor of Wallace State. Jemiah Griffin out front to Jemiah Glover. Glover to Stigger. Stigger guarded by Fuller. Over to Piles. To the other corner to Stigger. Her three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Collum. And she will hand it off to Adacia Mercer of Wallace State. She walks it up court to Sanders. Sanders gets it over to Mercer. Mercer back to Sanders. Sanders three is no good. Rebound Jemiah Glover to Stigger. Down court to Griffin. Griffin will drive against Fuller. Spin move, and she's fouled on her layup. Fuller gets her second foul.
Number 24, Nyla Fuller. Second personal.
Jemiah Griffin will go to the line for Calhoun. Shooting two.
Jemiah Griffin.
First shot is up. Oh, off the front of the rim. One shot left to make it a 4-point game, and she does. 14-10 now in favor of Wallace State. 8:28 left in the second quarter. Mercer brings it up for the Lady Lions. Guarded by Stigger. She gets by Stigger, puts up a layup, and it's good. She's also fouled. So Victoria Piles is called for the blocking foul. Score now 16-10, and Mercer will go to the line to shoot one shot. That shot is up and no good. Rebound Glover. Glover over to Griffin. Bringing it down court for Calhoun. Starts to drive, backs it out to Piles. Piles got a little eager there. Took an extra step before she shot her three, and it's no good. So the ball goes back over to Wallace State. Mercer over to Collum. Collum Down to Mercer, who breaks down low, and her layup is good. 18-10. Wallace State leads with 7:45 left in the second quarter. Piles over to Stigger. Stigger into the corner to Griffin. Griffin drives against Fuller. And on the rebound, Jemiah Glover gets called for going over the back there on the rebound. That shot was no good. And Wallace State will get the ball back with 7:30 left in the half. Mercer over to Sanders. Sanders gets a pick, drives, backs it back out, stuck there in the lane. And there's a charging foul called on Nyla Fuller. So that's going to be her third foul. Each team has 2 fouls thus far in this second quarter. Victoria Piles will bring it down for Calhoun. Tosses it over to Farrah Buckner. Buckner looking for development. Down in the corner to Irvin. To Griffin up top. Griffin cross court to Piles. Piles hands it off to Buckner. Buckner will drive from the free throw line. No good. Rebound Sanders gets it down court to Mercer. Mercer up top. That's to Emma Stearns, who is in the game. Her shot is no good, and Victoria Piles will bring it down for Calhoun. To Griffin at the free throw line, to Irvin. Thought about a shot, back to Griffin. Her shot is no good. Shots are not falling like they were yesterday. Sanders will get the rebound, or Mercer gets the rebound. Brings it down for Wallace State, and her jumper is good. 20-10 now with 6:05 left in this half. Buckner over to Griffin. Her layup is no good, and she gets called for the foul. Collin finally gets a charging call to go her way.
Number 0, Jemiah Griffin. Second personal. Third team foul.
Zoe Gray Martin comes in the game for Farrah Buckner. Mercer bringing it down against Piles. Over to Sanders. Sanders back to Mercer. Back to Sanders. Sanders fakes a 3, drives to the free throw line, back out to Mercer, into the corner to Collin. And an illegal screen there called on Wallace State. Emma Stearns sets that illegal screen, and that's her first foul. 5:30 left in the half. Jemiah Griffin will bring it down for Calhoun. Lady Warhawks trailing 20-10. Over to Ricks, back to Griffin. Waiting for action, down into the corner to Piles. Piles will put up a 3, no good. Rebound Irvin, back out to Griffin. Griffin will put up a 3. That one will not go. Rebound Collin to Sanders. Over into the corner. Out to Mercer. Mercer driving against Piles. Fakes. Jumper is up, no good, and it goes out of bounds on Wallace State. 4:56 left in the half. And we've got a timeout here. So, once again, you're listening to Calhoun Basketball here on PAS Plus.
Are pests invading your home or business? Mosquitoes embedded on your property? Maybe excessive crawl space moisture has attracted unwanted visitors? Then call Red Hawk Pest Control, offering residential and commercial pest control, mosquito and brown recluse management, stinging insect control, foundation vents, and many other services to North Alabama and Southern Tennessee. Red Hawk aims to be more than just a service provider. They want to build a long-term relationship with each customer. Call Red Hawk Pest Control at 256-975-8817
Visit them on Facebook or online at redhawkpestcontrol.com. Check out the PAS Plus mobile app. It's your connection to all our live streams, along with scores, game archives, and more. You can go online to pasplus.net for the download links. 4:56 left in this first half. Wallace State leads Calhoun 20-10 in this women's semifinal of the ACCC tournament. Winner of this game will play the winner of Lawson State and Shelton State. That game's right after this one. Jemiah Griffin will get the inbound pass for Calhoun and bring it down for the Lady Warhawks. She gets it over to Kiara Ricks, down in the corner to Piles, who takes a quick three. That one is no good. She has yet to get hot on those three-point shots. Tetro brings it down for Wallace State. Over to Sanders with a quick pass to Emma Stearns, and that goes off her fingertips out of bounds. So Calhoun gets the ball back. Victoria Piles with the inbound pass over to Griffin. Griffin to Ricks. Ricks dribbles around the top of the key there. Over to the corner to Piles. Piles, her three-pointer no good. Rebound Sanders. Rushing it down into the corner to Tetro, and she steps on the sideline before taking her three-pointer. So she gives it back to Calhoun. Griffin inbound to Victoria Piles, 4:14. Victoria will walk it across half court, guarded by Mercer. Down low to Jasmine Irvin. Her layup is good. 4 minutes left, and that makes the score 20-12 in favor of Wallace State. Mercer to Sanders at the free throw line. She drives, spin move, caught in the lane there, guarded by Griffin, and Griffin bails her out with a foul on that shot. That's Jemiah Griffin's third foul. And Sanders goes to the line to shoot two. 14 fouls on Calhoun, 3 for Wallace State. Sanders' shot is no good. Gabby Steger waiting to come in to the game here. Sanders' second shot is no good. Rebound Griffin. Griffin brings it down against Sanders. Over to Ricks. She's guarded by Tetro. She's looking for movement. She gets it into Jasmine Irvin. Little pass to Jemiah Griffin. Her layup is good. 20-14 now with 3:20 left in this first half. Mercer tries to get it into the corner. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Ricks. Gabby Steger comes into the game. For Griffin. Mercer has it out front for Calhoun, or for Wallace State. Guarded by Victoria Piles. She drives. Jumper no good. And Emma Stearns gets the rebound, and she's fouled on her putback. Fouled by Zoe Gray Martin. That's her first foul. Jaden Toney will come in for Tetro for Wallace State.
Number 5, Emma Stearns.
Stearns will shoot 2 shots. First shot is good. 21-14 now, 3:04 left in the half. Second shot by Stearns is good. It's good.
Push off. Basket counts.
And Zoe Martin is called for the foul on that make. So they're going to count that 22-14. And Cameron Sanders gets 2 shots for Wallace State. Her first one is good. 23-14 now. Sanders' second shot is also good. 24-14 now. Victoria Piles will give it off to Gabby Stigger to bring the ball down for Calhoun. Over to Ricks. Ricks back to Stigger. Stigger to Piles. Piles up top. Gets the pick from Irvin. Over to Stigger. Her layup is no good. Rebound Collum. Tony brings it down for Wallace State. Back to Collum. Collum thought about a 3 and then will hand it back off to Tony. Tony backs things back out and says, okay, let's reset things. She tries to pass it to Mercer. Ricks going for the interception there and is charged with a foul.
Second personal.
That's Kiara's second foul, and Mercer will go to the line to shoot for Wallace State. 2:23, her first shot is up and good. 25-14. Coach Bird trying to school Gabby Stigger up on the free throw line there. Sanders' second shot is no good. Rebound, Zoe Gray Martin. And the pass, loose ball goes out of bounds. And so Wallace State will get the ball back. Kelly Tinker comes in for Wallace State. Sanders goes out. Tony into the corner. And there's an offensive foul called. And Collum gets her second foul called.
Second personal.
She knocks Ricks down to the floor there on that play. So Ricks will come out.
Number 2, Mercer.
And Aisha Jackson will come in to the game for Calhoun. She'll give it to Gabby Stigger, who'll bring it down. 2:10 left in this first half. Down low to Jasmine Irvin. Layup is no good. Piles gets the loose ball, and her jumper is good. 25-16. Down to Sanders in the corner, out to Collum. To Stearns, her three-pointer is no good. She goes to the floor, I think trying to draw a foul there. Wasn't even close to a foul. Piles, her three-pointer no good. She runs down the rebound over to Jackson, out front to Stigger, to Zoe Gray Martin. Down low to Jasmine Irvin, and her layup is good. 25-18 now with a minute and 20 left in the first half. Mercer gives it to Tony. Tony over to Collum. Collum will put up a 3. No good. Rebound Sanders. Back out to Collum. Another 3. No good. And the rebounded ball will go out on Wallace State. 1:06 left in this first half. 25-18 in favor of Wallace State. Gabby Stigger brings it down for the Lady Warhawks. Looking for movement, over to Jackson. Jackson drives over to Piles. Piles hands it back off to Jackson. Jackson to Stigger. Stigger with 8 seconds left on the clock. Zoe Martin Green drives, from the free throw. Zoe Gray Martin, getting my colors mixed up here. She drives, and there's a foul on Emma Collum. That's going to be her third, and Zoe will go to the line. Zoe Gray Martin. Shot is up and good. 25-19, 40.6 seconds left in this first half. And her second shot is no good, bounces off the back. Stearns gets the rebound for Wallace State, and then there's a foul called on that rebound on Victoria Piles. Will pick up her second foul. And Stearns will go to the line to shoot two for Wallace State. Each team has 5 team fouls now. Stearns puts up her first shot. It goes through. 26-19. Second shot for Stearns is also good. 27-19, 38.4 seconds left in this half. Piles will bring it down. Cross court to Stigger into the corner to Zoe Gray Martin. Her three-pointer is no good. Sanders brings it down for Wallace State. 19 seconds left. She will hand it off to Jaden Toney, guarded by Stigger. She will drive. 6 seconds left in the, and she dumps it off to Sanders. Her layup is good. And that's the end of the first half. So with your score 29-19 in favor of Wallace State, you're listening to Calhoun Basketball on PAS Plus.
Local sports are brought to you in part by Limestone County Commission Chairman Colin Daly. Visit the County Commission page at limestonecounty-al.gov to keep up with what's going on in the county and find out what ranks us in the top 5% in the state. You can also call Colin at 256-233-6400 or on his cell phone at 256-800-4544.
Remember the days when you had that one mechanic you could count on time after time? At Madison Automotive, they believe that the key is building lasting relationships with their customers. Their experienced and certified technicians are passionate about providing high-quality services with honest communication and attention to detail. From routine maintenance to major repairs, Madison Automotive uses top-quality parts and state-of-the-art equipment to ensure your car receives the best care possible. Located at 9075 Madison Boulevard, call 256-772-0760. Madison Automotive.
If your place on the water needs some attention, call BP Riverworks. Boathouses, docks, seawalls, and repairs. Call Barron Pugh at 251-200-2273 or Tracer Pugh at 256-206-7097. BP Riverworks. Licensed and insured 251-200-2273 or 256-206-7097.
Here's a Calhoun Warhawk update.
The Calhoun men's basketball team ended their season on Thursday with a heartbreaking 66-64 loss to Bishop State in their first ever trip to the ACCC tournament. Dexter Smith led the Warhawks with 20 points. Carson Muse had 14, and Messiah Robinson knocked down 13. The team winds up with a 17-13 overall record, 6-9 in the conference. The baseball team fell to Volunteer State 9-6 back on Tuesday. Cooper Phillips had a double, while Bryce Purcell, Sam Hogue, Jaden Malave, and Lawson Collier posted RBIs. Max Morrison recorded a stolen base. The Warhawks went through 9 pitchers in 9 innings, with Jerrison Ortiz tagged with the loss. On Thursday, they were swept by Chattahoochee Valley 14-2 and 10-4. They'll be on the road Saturday for a rematch with the Pirates. Calhoun is 3-13 on the year so far. The softball team split with Holmes Community College on Friday in Game 1's 4-2 loss. Kiera Hall and Corey Campbell hit triples, while Tessa Jacobs had an RBI and Macy Humber stole a base.
Haley Newman and Bronwyn Borden were in the circle, with Borden suffering the pitching loss. Game 2 was a 6-4 victory, with Hall hitting another triple and recording RBIs along with Leah Haynes, Kenley Holcomb, and Macy Hancock. Holcomb had a stolen base as well. Haley Williams went the distance to get the win. Another split came on Sunday at Meridian, both shutouts. Game 1 went to the host Lady Eagles 4-0. Holcomb added another stolen base. Destiny Trevino was the losing pitcher. Game 2 was a 5-inning, 8-0 win for the Lady Warhawks, with Hall hitting a double and posting an RBI, along with Haynes, Holcomb, Hancock, and Jacobs. Stolen bases came from Holcomb, Hall, and Campbell. Borden and Williams split the pitching duties. The team again went 1-1 on Monday at Itawamba, suffering another shutout in the first game. Williams, Trinity Britnell, and Bailey Mills shared time in the circle. Game 2 went Calhoun's way, 9-1 in 6 innings, with Hancock getting a double and adding RBIs, along with Addison Wallace, Abigail Tucker, Jacobs, Campbell, and Humber. Hancock, Hall, Campbell, and Humber all had stolen bases too. Borden got the win, pitching the entire game and facing 22 batters. Next up will be at Cleveland State on Monday. The Lady Warhawks are 10-6 this season.
We'll be back with more Calhoun basketball on PAS Plus.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers, first to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations, first to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events, and most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together, that's what we strive for.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Are pests invading your home or business? Mosquitoes embedded on your property? Maybe excessive crawl space moisture has attracted unwanted visitors. Then call Red Hawk Pest Control, offering residential and commercial pest control, mosquito and brown recluse management, stinging insect control, foundation vents, and many other services to North Alabama and Southern Tennessee. Red Hawk aims to be more than just a service provider. They want to build a long-term relationship with each customer. Call Red Hawk Pest Control at 256-975-8817. Visit them on Facebook or online at redhawkpestcontrol.com. Join us for Applebee's Tailgate Talk every Saturday morning at 10 on WKAC. We'll talk to coaches and sports figures of local interest and get their thoughts on whatever comes down the pike. We'll also announce our latest Athlete of the Week and give away an Applebee's gift card and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt. Applebee's Tailgate Talk, Saturday mornings at 10 on your PAS Plus app, on your Amazon Echo or Google Home device, online at tailgatetalk.net, and on the air at 1080 WKAC. Halftime here at UAH as the Lady Warhawks of Calhoun are taking on the Lady Lions of Wallace State here in this semifinal game of the Alabama Community College Conference Division I tournament. Right now your score is not favorable for Calhoun. Wallace State leads 29-19 now. Before the game, the two Jamayas got together for some discussion about some of Wallace State's tendencies. I was kind of watching them drawing up what they needed to do. Now, whether that has happened and whether that has been effective, I have not noticed. So evidently it has not been effective. I don't know if either one has happened, judging by the score. But we've got a 10-point deficit to overcome here in this second half. I'd like to say congratulations again to Carson Muse of the men's team. He was an ACCC Division I second team member. That was announced yesterday. See, Carson is in attendance at this game. The winner of this game, by the way, will play the winner of Lawson State and Shelton State. That game will be going on right after this one. Go to tailgatetalk.net and enter your nominations for the Applebee's High School Athlete of the Week. Vote on the weekly poll. We'll announce the winner Saturday between 10 and noon on Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC Radio. The winner receives a gift card from the Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from that shirt printing place. Something else we'll be doing during the postgame of this show, we'll be announcing our Lawler's Fan of the Week. You can go to pasplus.net and register your name for that. We announce the winner most of the time. Now, during the regular season, it's during the men's games postseason, but since this is the only game we've got going on today, this one gets the announcement. The winner will get a gift card, $20 gift card from Lawler's Barbecue, so be sure to get your name in for that. Follow PAS Network on X, Instagram, and Threads, and look for PAS Network on Facebook. We'll keep you updated on scores via ScoreStream today and throughout the week. 7:04 left here in this halftime. We will be back with more coverage here and the second half as Calhoun basketball continues on PAS Plus. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Local sports are brought to you in part by Limestone County Commission Chairman Colin Daly. Visit the County Commission page at limestonecounty-al.gov to keep up with what's going on in the county and find out what ranks us in the top 5% in the state. You can also call Colin at 256-233-6400 or on his cell phone at 256-800-4544. P4 Therapy is an outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in northern Alabama and southern Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
This is John.
Hello.
Katie.
Hi.
And Ted.
Howdy.
Ted's a welder. Katie's a dental hygienist. And John's an IT technician.
IT, this is John.
They all have two things in common. They're making good money, and they all have 2-year degrees or certificates from Calhoun Community College. We prepare our students to go straight to work or transfer to a 4-year university. And with more than 100 career options to choose from, Calhoun has a path that's focused on your success.
What's for dinner?
We literally just ate.
So you can support your family.
We're all packed. Let's go.
You can take that trip. Or give your dog the expensive food he loves oh so much. Who's a good boy? Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. So what are you waiting for? We have classes in Decatur, Huntsville, or everywhere online. Choose Calhoun Community College. Your community, your college, your future. Register now.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Now on a platform near you, the only year-round weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Wreakin' Havoc Podcast. News, interviews, and more. Dropping every Thursday, we'll just reek of the Huntsville Havoc. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and listen, follow, and subscribe on your favorite platform via the PAS Plus app and online at wreakinhavoc.com. Okay, getting ready for third quarter action here as the Calhoun Lady Warhawks are trying to overcome a 10-point deficit here in this second half, behind 29-19 to the Wallace State Lady Lions. Winner of this will play Lawson State or Shelton State. That game takes place right after this one. As far as men's games go, Bishop State men will take on Southern Union later on today, and Lawson State against Wallace State after that one, and then the championships on Saturday. Women will play at 1, and the men will play after that one. All right, for Wallace State, Mercer has it out front over to Sanders. To Tinker. Tinker's three is up, no good. Rebound, Farrah Buckner for Calhoun. She'll bring it down and then back it out. Directing where she wants her picks to be. 15 seconds on the clock. Over to Tori Piles. Victoria puts it up. Short jumper, good. 29-21. Okay. Hopefully we are on the road to a comeback here. Sanders has it up top for Wallace State. Down into the corner to Fuller. To Sanders. Into the corner to Tinker. And she thought she got fouled on that three-point attempt. Referee did not agree. So Calhoun will get the ball back. Farrah Buckner will bring it down. 8:53 left in this third quarter. Buckner looking for what she wants. Tries to get it to Victoria Piles, and it's just out of her reach and goes out of bounds. Coach Bird wondering what the deal is. Sanders will bring it down for Wallace State. Lady Warhawks in their 2-on-2 zone.
They come right back to it.
Ball goes out of bounds on Calhoun.
Get low, ready to move. Watch the corner, watch the corner. Stay there.
Tinker inbounds it to Mercer. Mercer brings it around over to Sanders, to Mercer, to Tinker, back to Mercer, over to Sanders. Passing it around the top. Jasmine Irvin knocks away a pass intended to go down underneath to Fuller. Zoe Gray Martin gets a pass down low. Her shot is no good. Rebound, Jasmine Irvin. Her putback is no good, but she's fouled on her follow-up by Sanaya Gibson. So Jasmine will go to the line to shoot 2 shots for Calhoun. That's 3 fouls on Gibson. Jasmine Irvin's first shot is no good. I think she's like 0 for 3 so far from the line. She thinks about it a little bit. Takes a couple of dribbles. That shot is good. 29-22 now with 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Ball goes to Sanders. Sanders will drive. Goes off her foot. Jasmine Irvin picks it up. Gets it to Buckner. Brings it back down for Calhoun. She's guarded by Sanders. She will bring it around the top of the key. Hands it off to Victoria Piles. She's guarded also by Sanders. She drives. Her layup is good. And she is fouled by Sanders. That's Sanders' second foul. 29-24 is the score now. Just kind of edging into that lead there. Victoria Piles, her shot rolls off the rim. Irvin gets the rebound. Put back is no good. Zoe Martin Green up, no good. Zoe Gray Martin, I got to get that right. Fuller races it down for Wallace State, and her layup is good. 29-26 now. Farrah Buckner brings it down for Calhoun. 7:09 left in the third quarter. Down low to Irvin. Back into the corner to Ricks. To Buckner. Buckner drives back out to Piles. Piles thinks about some kind of move. Gets it into Jasmine Irvin. To Zoe Gray Martin. Her shot at 5 seconds. No good. Rebound Fuller. Coming down for Wallace State. Down to Gibson. Shot is up and no good. Ball goes out on Calhoun. Calhoun coaches thought it was our ball, but nope. Jemiah Glover will come in the game for Zoe Gray Martin. Mercer into Sanders. A little short shot up under the goal as she cuts underneath. Is good. 33-24 now. Lady Lions back out to a 9-point lead. Farrah Buckner will drive. Her layup no good. Rebound Fuller. Fuller to Sanders, who will race it up court. Gets it to Tinker in the corner. She drives the baseline. It's no good. Rebound Glover. Glover to Buckner. Back the other way. And Coach Bird wants a timeout. So with 6:02 left in this third quarter, your score is 33-24 in favor of Wallace State. You're listening to Calhoun Basketball on PAS Plus.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
Go to your Amazon Echo device and say, Alexa, open PAS Plus, and hear our coverage Calhoun basketball in crystal clear quality. That was a media timeout, but it was one that I thought Coach Bird probably wanted to take anyway. So it was a very opportune time here. 6:02 left in this third quarter. Wallace State leads Calhoun 33-24. Victoria Piles will inbound it for Calhoun to Jemiah Griffin. Griffin dribbles it up across the top of the key, hands it off to Piles. Piles picks up her dribble to Glover at the top of the key, back to Piles. Piles, she's wanting a way in, tries to get it on. She gets it into Ricks, and Irvin ends up with it, and her layup is just a little bit too late as the shot clock expires. Mercer brings it down for Wallace State into the corner. Back to Mercer. To Sanders. To Tinker. Her inbounds pass, or underneath pass, is intercepted by Glover. She gets it to Victoria Piles, who drives and is fouled on her shot. She's fouled by Adacia Mercer. That's her first foul.
At the line for Calhoun, number 4, Victoria Piles.
Victoria Piles is at the line to shoot two. She's at the end of the court where she started getting hot yesterday from the three-point line. Her first shot is good. 33-25. 5:18 left in this third quarter. Piles' second shot up and off the side of the rim. Rebound Fuller. She gets it down court to Tetro, who's in the game, over to Mercer. So Mercer calling out the play, over to Sanders, back to Mercer, up top, other side of the court to Tetro, back around to Sanders, who gets it to Fuller, to Tetro, three-pointer up, and it's good. 36-25 now in favor of Wallace State. Victoria Piles brings it down for the Lady Warhawks, gets the pick from Glover, over to Griffin. Griffin will dribble it around from the top of the key, no good. Tetro, shortest person on the court, gets the rebound. Over to Mercer, down into the corner to Sanders. Her three-pointer's no good. She gets her, well, thought she had her own rebound, then she lost the ball, went out of bounds. And so we've got another timeout here. Your score with 4:22 left in this third quarter, Wallace State 36, Calhoun 25. You're listening to Calhoun Basketball.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
.22 left in this third quarter as Calhoun Lady Warhawks trail Wallace State 36-25 in this semifinal game. Coach Bird's teams have not made it out of the semifinals yet in their three tries. They're three tries so far, so we'll see what happens. Farrah Buckner will bring it down. The Lady Warhawks gets the pick from Glover. Down low to Griffin. Her shot underneath is no good. Just are not getting those easy shots to fall. Tetro with a three-pointer. For Wallace State, no good. Rebound Buckner. Back down to Griffin. Griffin will drive. Hand it back off to Buckner. Buckner to Glover at the free throw line. Her shot is up, and she banks it in. 36-27 now. 3:38 left in the third quarter. Mercer over to Tetro. Back to Mercer. Over to Sanders. She fakes a three-pointer. Back to Mercer. To Tetro. To Fuller. Over to Sanders for the three-pointer. No good. Rebound Buckner. She will bring it down the other way. Cross court to Griffin. Oh, Griffin just about loses the ball to Tetro. Over to Piles. Piles in the lane to Glover, and her layup is good. 36-29 now. Mercer down the court. Over to Sanders. Ricks steals the pass. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by Mercer. So Calhoun will get the ball underneath their own goal. And let's try to cut into this lead a little bit more. We've kind of lost some ground. Buckner gets it up top to Jemiah Griffin. Griffin will give it to Piles. Piles working against Fuller. And there's a foul underneath against Cameron Sanders. So that's her third foul. Wallace State has 14 fouls. Calhoun has none this quarter. Pass into Griffin to Piles. Piles tries to get it back to her as she cuts down the lane and overthrows her, so it goes out of bounds and will go back to Wallace State. Tetro inbounds it for the Lady Lions to Mercer. Mercer walks it up court. Over to Sanders. Sanders against Piles. Picks up her dribble. Over to Tetro. Tetro drives. Gets it out to Mercer. Mercer drives. Her shot up at 10 seconds, and it's good. 38-29 here. 2:09 left in the quarter. Farrah Buckner starts to drive. Backs it back out. Puts it up from the top of the key. No good. Rebound Fuller. Fuller will run it back down court and then hold things up and hand it off to Mercer. Mercer over to Sanders. Back to Mercer. Mercer tries to get the ball underneath, and Farrah Buckner will commit the foul on that pass. That's her third foul. She and Victoria Piles will come out of the game. Zoe Gray Martin and Gabby Stigger re-enter the game for Calhoun. Sanders up top for the Lady Lions. She drives, and Zoe Gray Martin steps into her way, and she's going to get called for the blocking foul. 1:36 left in the third quarter. That's Zoe's third foul, and Sanders goes to the line to shoot two, and her first shot is good. So as soon as I say Calhoun has no fouls, and they quickly pick up two. (39-29), back to a 10-point lead for Wallace State. Second shot, no good. Rebound, Zoe Gray Martin. Over to Gabby Stigger, who will bring it down for Calhoun. To Ricks, into the corner, to Zoe Gray Martin. Tries to get it in bounds, and that pass is kicked out of bounds by Wallace State. Tony comes into the game for Wallace State. Inbounds pass to Griffin. Griffin to Stigger. Stigger gets the pick from Glover. Stops at the free throw line. Gets it to Jemiah Griffin underneath, and her layup is good. 39-31 now. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Glover will bring it down for Wallace State. Gets it over to Sanders. Collum is in the game also for Wallace State. Out to Tetro. Her three-pointer is no good. Rebound, Zoe Gray Martin. She gets it to Griffin, who will bring it down for Calhoun. Into the corner to Ricks. Out to Stigger. Stigger drives. Out to Zoe Gray Martin, and her three-pointer misses it all. Goes out of bounds. 41 seconds left in this third quarter. Tetro will inbound to Jaden Toney for Wallace State. Walking it across half court. She gives it back to Tetro, who comes to meet her at the top of the key. Cross court to Tetro. Tetro hesitates on the three-pointer. Over to Sanders. Sanders to Toney from three-pointers. It's good. 42-31 now. 14 seconds left. Gabby Stigger brings it down for Calhoun. Over to Ricks. Ricks to Griffin. Griffin hesitates, drives up, no good. And that's how your third quarter will end, with Wallace State leading 42-31 over your Calhoun Lady Warhawks. You're listening to Calhoun Basketball on PAS Plus.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers, first to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations, first to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events, and most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together, that's what we strive for.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and and amateur sports throughout the week with a Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC. All right, 10 minutes left for the Lady Warhawks to overcome an 11-point deficit here in the fourth quarter. Got to try to get to this championship game against the winner of Lawson State and Shelton State. That championship will be going on tomorrow at 1. Gabby Stigger has it up top for the Lady Warhawks. Picks up her dribble. She's caught now, gets it to Griffin. Griffin looking for someone. Goes around to Stigger. Stigger gets the pick from Glover. Over to Griffin. Griffin with 5 seconds left. Puts up that shot and it's a 2-pointer there. 42-33 now. Tetro into Sanders. Sanders driving against Glover. Pass is knocked away. Ricks ends up with it, and then she throws it back into the hands of Jaden Toney. So we'll start everything back over. Toney up top. Over to Sanders on the right wing. And there's a foul. Zoe Gray Martin. She runs over Jaden Toney. That's Zoe's 4th foul. Farrah Buckner and Jasmine Irvin come in for the Lady Warhawks. Victoria Piles also. Ball goes up top to Jaden Toney. Toney over to Sanders on the right wing. Up top to Fuller, who will hand it off to Sanders. 2 seconds left. Tetro drives, and they run out of time. Too many passes. Farrah Buckner comes down for Calhoun. Over to Piles. Piles will drive against Tetro. Puts up a little short jumper. No good off the front of the rim. Toney rebounds it for Wallace State. Gets it to Sanders, who will bring it across the timeline. And she'll give it to Mercer. Mercer directing some traffic there. Gets it to Toney. Toney dribbles around up top. Passes to Sanders. Sanders back to Toney. She drives. And she's going to get fouled on that drive by Victoria Piles.
Calhoun foul charge to number 4, Victoria Piles. 3rd personal, 2nd team foul.
All right, 2nd team foul. Toney will go to the line, though, to shoot 2. No good.
At the line for Wallace State, number 23, Jaden Toney.
8 minutes left in this game. Jemiah Glover gets ready to come in for Calhoun. Second shot is no good. Buckner gets the rebound. Has to get Fuller out of the way there. As she advances the ball, gives it to Kiara Ricks, who gives it to Griffin. Griffin will drive against Sanders. Over to Piles. Piles puts up a short jumper. No good. He does not found her range today. Toney down court to Fuller. Fuller will drive. Her layup is good. She hits the floor. 44-33 now. 7:28 left in the game. Jemiah Griffin brings it down for Calhoun. Over to Buckner. Buckner picks up her dribble, gets it to Irvin underneath. Her layup is good. 44-35. If they could get her open a little bit more. It's been working for them. Jaden Toney brings it down the court for Wallace State, guarded by Ricks. She hands it off to Sanders. Sanders will drive to the free throw line, give it to Tetro. Back to Toney. Toney over to Sanders in the corner, fakes a three, drives in, gets cut off to Mercer. Her three-pointer at 5 seconds is no good. Wallace State runs that down, gets it out front to Toney. 6.5 minutes left in this game. Toney will drive. She runs into Jasmine Irvin, loses the ball. Piles ends up with it to Griffin down court, and her layup is good. 44-37 now with 6:18 left. All right, and Coach Simmons wants a timeout, so we will take it with him. You're listening to Calhoun Basketball. P4 Therapy is an outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in northern Alabama and southern Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. .6:14 left in this third quarter as the Lady Warhawks trail Wallace State 44-37. So 7-point deficit, certainly not out of reach with 6:14 left. We've just got to hit some shots here. Wallace State will inbound the ball. Mercer passes it in to Toney. Toney will bring it across half court. Picks it up to Fuller at the free throw line. Back to Toney. Toney gets the pick from Fuller. Gets it back to Fuller, into the corner to Sanders. Sanders' three-pointer is up and no good. Rebound Glover to Buckner. Buckner will drive, get it to the corner to Ricks. Ricks tries, or Gabby Stigger, she tries to drive around and she's fouled by Sanders. That's Sanders' fourth foul. Need to take it to her. Well, she's going to get substituted for Ella Collum and Kelly Tinker come in the game for Wallace State. Buckner inbounds it to Stigger. Stigger to Buckner. Buckner tries to get it into Irvin. It's kicked by Fuller. Out of bounds. Kiara Ricks will come in for Gabby Stigger. No. She will come in for Jemiah Glover. She didn't realize she was coming out. Stigger to the corner to Buckner. Buckner into Irvin. Irvin, she's surrounded, gets it back out to Buckner. Buckner will drive. Her layup, rolls off the other side of the rim. Gibson gets the rebound for Wallace State, and she will hand it off to Mercer, who will bring it down the court against Stigger. Back to Fuller. Fuller over to Mercer. Mercer, she gets the pick from Gibson, and she puts up a jumper. It's good. 46-37 now with 4:55 left in this game. Farrah Buckner will bring it down for the Lady Warhawks. Gets it into Irvin. She's quickly surrounded. Back out to Buckner to Griffin. Griffin to Stigger. Stigger's three is no good. Jasmine Irvin gets the rebound. Puts it back up. No good. Ball goes down on the floor. And going for the loose ball is Jasmine Irvin. And gets the foul called on her. That's her first. Adazio Mercer will bring it down for Wallace State, guarded by Gabby Stigger. She gives it to Collum. Collum looking for someone to pass it to. Picks her dribble up, guarded by Griffin. Over to Fuller. Fuller will give it to Gibson up top. She passes it to Mercer into the corner to Collum. Tries to get it underneath, and Jasmine Irvin cuts that pass off. Down court to Griffin. Griffin looking for an opening, and then there's a foul called on Ella Collum. That's her fourth foul. And going to the line will be Jemiah Griffin for Calhoun. 3:53 left, 46-37 in favor of Wallace State. Jemiah's first shot up, good.
At the line for Calhoun, number 0, Jemiah Griffin.
46-38. Second shot rolls in. 46-39 now. Another 7-point deficit here for Calhoun. Callie Tinker gets the ball. They're being pressed now down court to Fuller, to Collum in the corner. Her three-pointer is no good. Victoria Piles gets the rebound, brings it down quickly. She will drive, and shots blocked. Coach is wanting a foul on that shot. Did not get it. Piles will inbound it to Buckner in the corner. Out front to Ricks. Ricks to Piles. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound Buckner. Buckner's layup is no good. Jasmine Irvin saves it into the hands of Mercer. Down court. And they will back it back out with 3:15 left in this game. And a 46-39 lead over Calhoun. Mercer up top against Buckner. She gets it to Fuller on the left wing. Back to Mercer. Mercer passes it to Sanaya Gibson, and that bounce pass is out of her reach. Goes out of bounds. So Jemiah Griffin will inbound it for Calhoun. Into Piles, back to Griffin. Griffin from the three-point line, guarded by Collum, into Irvin. Her layup is no good. Rebound by Ricks. Out to Griffin. Her three-pointer is no good. Jasmine Irvin.
Jump ball, possession, Wallace.
And let's see, who is that? Gibson goes to the floor. And they tie it up. Jump ball will go to Wallace State. Sanders will come back in for Collum. 2:39 left. Inbounds to Sanders. She's trapped. Over to Tinker. She tries to get it to Mercer. And her pass is knocked out of bounds. Almost intercepted, but not quite. So we're going to have a timeout here on the floor. You're listening to Calhoun Basketball on PAS Plus.
P4 Therapy is an outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in northern Alabama and southern Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
All right, Wallace State ends up with the ball here on the inbounds pass. 2:32 left in this fourth quarter. Sanders gets it into Fuller. Fuller will dribble it around there and give it to Mercer. She's guarded by Victoria Piles. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Mercer over to Fuller. Fuller, her short jumper is good. 48-39 now, 2:10 left in the game. Buckner bringing it down for Calhoun. Over to Griffin, to Ricks, back out front to Buckner, to Piles in the corner. She hands it off to Griffin. They're trying to get her to shoot. Into Irvin. Irvin, she's surrounded, back to Piles. Piles three-pointer, no good. Short. Rebounded by Mercer. She gets it to Sanders across half court. Minute 30 left in this game, and Coach Bird leading for tighter defense. Sanders to Gibson. Gibson drives against Irvin. Her layup is no good. Put back is blocked by Irvin. Out to Tinker. Tinker's short runner is no good. And shot clock runs out. Calhoun gets the rebound. Jemiah Griffin down court. Fouled on her layup by Mercer. And that's her second foul. Jemiah Griffin will go to the line to shoot two shots. Lady Warhawks behind by 9, 48-39. First shot is up and good. 1:08 left in this game. .48-40 now. And Jemiah's second shot is also up and good. Jaden Toney comes in for Callie Tinker for Wallace State. 48-41 now in favor of Wallace State. Sanders inbounds it against the press to Gibson. Gibson to Fuller, who will get it across half court. Cross court to Sanders, or to Mercer. Mercer guarded by Ricks. Trying to get by her. Can't do it. Ricks playing some good defense there. Over to Toney. 50 seconds left. Toney working against Tori Piles. She hands it off to Fuller around the free throw line, and she promptly travels with the ball. 40.2 seconds left in this game. 48-41 in favor of Wallace State. Jemiah Griffin gets the inbounds pass. She drives, spin move, layup won't go. Gibson gets the rebound, and Griffin tries to tie her up, but she gets called for the foul. That's her fourth. 31.2 seconds left. Ball gets in against the press to Fuller. Over to Sanders. To Mercer in the corner. They're telling Tori to foul. 13.2 seconds left. And she's just letting Mercer dribble around out front. 6 seconds left. Sanders guarded by Griffin. And she will dribble it out, and that's going to be the end of the ball game. With your score,
1.2.
Oh no, that's not the end of the game. The referee is wanting 1.2 seconds to be put back on the clock. Griffin will get the inbounds pass, and that's the end of your game. With the score, Wallace State 48, Calhoun 41. We will be back with post-game comments after this. You're listening to Calhoun Basketball on PAS Plus.
Remember the days when you had that one mechanic you could count on time after time? At Madison Automotive, they believe that the key is building lasting relationships with their customers. Their experienced and certified technicians are passionate about providing high-quality services with honest communication and attention to detail. From routine maintenance to major repairs, Madison Automotive uses top-quality parts and state-of-the-art equipment to ensure your car receives the best care possible. Located at 9075 Madison Boulevard, call 256-772-0760. Madison Automotive.
When it comes to the Wi-Fi in your home, are you in control? Manage your Wi-Fi with the ATC Control app. ATC can help you get the best Wi-Fi experience. Prioritize your laptop while you work from home, or prioritize your streaming devices to enjoy your favorite shows. Ready for a better Wi-Fi experience? Visit ATC's website at www.ardmore.net to download the free ATC Control app today. Certain equipment and/or services may be required. ATC is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Are pests invading your home or business? Mosquitoes embedded on your property? Maybe excessive crawl space moisture has attracted unwanted visitors. Then call Red Hawk Pest Control, offering residential and commercial pest control, mosquito and brown recluse management, stinging insect control, foundation vents, and many other services to North Alabama and Southern Tennessee. Red Hawk aims to be more than just a service provider. They want to build a long-term relationship with each customer. Call Red Hawk Pest Control at 256-975-8817. Visit them on Facebook or online at redhawkpestcontrol.com.
This is John.
Hello.
Katie.
Hi.
And Ted.
Howdy.
Ted's a welder. Katie's a dental hygienist. And John's an IT technician.
IT, this is John.
They all have two things in common. They're making good money, and they all have 2-year degrees or certificates from Calhoun Community College. We prepare our students to go straight to work or transfer to a 4-year university. And with more than 100 career options to choose from, Calhoun has a path that's focused on your success.
What's for dinner?
We literally just ate.
So you can support your family.
We're all packed. Let's go.
You can take that trip. Or give your dog the expensive food he loves oh so much. Who's a good boy? Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. So what are you waiting for? We have classes in Decatur, Huntsville, or everywhere online. Choose Calhoun Community College. Your community, your college, your future. Register now.
If your place on the water needs some attention, call BP Riverworks. Boathouses, docks, seawalls, and repairs. Call Barron Pugh at 251-200-2273 or Tracer Pugh at 256-206-7097. BP Riverworks. Licensed and insured 251-200-2273 or 256-206-7097. Local sports are brought to you in part by Limestone County Commission Chairman Colin Daly. Visit the County Commission page at limestonecounty-al.gov to keep up with what's going on in the county and find out what ranks us in the top 5% in the state. You can also call Colin at 256-233-6400 or on his cell phone at 256-800-4544. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. If you'd like to download a copy of this game or hear it again on demand, go to pasnetwork.net. You can find this game and previous games under the Archives tab. You can also subscribe to the Play Action Sports podcast and listen to it on your favorite platform like iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify, or ask Alexa or Google to open the Play Action Sports podcast, keeping you up to date on Athens and Limestone County sports. Play Action Sports. Well, once again, the Calhoun Lady Warhawks postseason hopes stall out in the semifinal game, losing 48-41 to Wallace State, kind of a nemesis for them and a lot of other teams in the conference. So Wallace State advances to play the winner of this game between Shelton State and Lawson State. So it comes time for our Lawler's Fan of the Week award. You can go to pasplus.net and enter your name for the Lawler's Fan of the Week. We announced the winner during post-game coverage of our Calhoun games, and we want to say congratulations to Zach Flanagan. Zach wins a gift card from Lawler's Barbecue, so congratulations again to him. So once again, our Calhoun season ends earlier than we wanted it to, but the women had a nice season, and they'll be back to do it again next year. So with all that being said, this is Tim Lambert. You've been listening to Calhoun Basketball from PAS Plus. You've been listening to Calhoun Warhawks Basketball on the Play Action Sports Network. You can download a copy of this game by going to pasnetwork.net or listen on demand on all popular podcast platforms. Calhoun Warhawks Basketball is a production of Play Action Sports.